Thank you, Andy. Long time ago. Makes me sound really old, but seriously, I have been in the career counseling and placement industry since 1978. It has been a long time, and I think jobs are a really important topic no matter where I go these days. It seems like we're the most popular people at the party when you have jobs for people these days, so it's a lot of fun. But it's good to be here at InHOWse. It's really hard, though, to follow Sam Harrison, isn't it? And I thought, how am I going to follow a live rendition of Hey Jude and Corn Sex? I mean, that is really a difficult thing to do, and it's hard enough getting up in front of this room of like 700 experts and trying to give you information that you don't already know. I mean, it's really stressful, but I am going to try and provide you with some content that I hope you take back and helps you and your team have a successful second half of the year. So first of all, I wanted to make sure you knew who the Creative Group was. Creative Group is one of the world's largest specialized recruiting and staffing firms in the creative field. Our parent company is a 65-year-old, one of the world's most admired, large global company, 400 offices around the world, so big recruiting firm. And this is our hometown, our headquarters here in San Francisco, so it's really good to be here. The Creative Group, though, is known not only for getting jobs for people, but for the content, the relevant content that we produce in this field. There's not a month that goes by that we are not doing a survey and a poll of people in your positions, your peers, the people you report to, the people that report to you, the people you service. So we're always doing research and producing this content. And as I was doing the keynote address for the American Advertising Federation National Student Conference just 2 weeks ago, and I told them, big data is your new BFF. Because it seems like all the research and data that is available to marketers and creative people these days, it's ominous. There's so much data out there that you have to become comfortable with that. And I know probably a lot of you didn't get into this field because you loved the numbers part of this business. But the truth is, like, that is the way it's going right now. One of the biggest trends, there's so much big data. And I say big data is your new BFF. So get comfortable with that. Today I'm actually going to give you, hello. Today, and I have a loud voice to begin with, so if I apologize in advance if I get carried away and get really loud. Can you turn that down a little? So today I'm going to give you the first look at one of our newest pieces of research. And I have a lot of data up here, so bear with me. You might need to sharpen that pencil and get ready to write down some numbers. But it's the first look at a piece of research that we conducted for a program that we started 2 years ago called the Creative Team of the Future. And this is part 3. And we have conducted this research in partnership with the American Advertising Federation, the Graphic Design USA organization, and the AIGA, the Professional Association for Design. And InHOWse publishes our content and has through the past few years. But this is the first look at this. So in addition to surveying creative professionals on a range of topics about their careers, we're also going to give you data from industry veterans like Tim Cox from Publix here, and I'm going to ask him to speak on a microphone in a little while. So we'll officially be unveiling this data later this month. So seriously, you are getting the sneak peek at this data, and I'm really excited. And I'm going to touch on 5 key trends that will impact you and your in-house teams in the upcoming year, and some obstacles that to help you prepare for those, and maybe give you some information to overcome those and get prepared for the next big thing. But to get the most out of this data, let me tell you about the methodology, a little bit about the methodology before I get into those 5 trends. So we partnered, like I said, with AIGA specifically for this piece of research, and we surveyed about a group about the size of this room. So when I'm giving you the statistics, I want you to look around this room and say, about this many people in this room fit into this category, because it was about the size of this room, actually. Of the nearly 600 people who responded, more than 400 of them identified themselves as in-house professionals. And most of them classified themselves as graphic designers, creative directors, and art directors. So could you raise your hand for me? My own informal poll or survey. If you're a graphic designer, an art director, or a creative director. Say a little more than 2/3, so that's awesome. Nearly half of the respondents in this survey said they've worked in the creative industry for more than 10 years. Would you raise your hand for me? More than 10 years. Like I said, bunch of experts. And when it comes to the size of their teams, more than half said they have fewer than 5 people on their team. Would you raise your hand if you have less than 5 people on their team? And another 26% said between 6 and 10 people on their team. Again, if you have that size of a team.